let's get down to business
Yes.
here. The Leafs and Raptors fans, they're going to notice something very different when they go to the Scotiabank Arena this fall.
You've been, Cynthia, I'm sure, and you know how the lineups are in the intermissions?
Yes.
You can't get a beer or a snack.
It's hard sometimes.
It's terrible. So they're doing something really high tech with this year at Scotiabank Arena. And they're rolling out new Amazon technology that offers checkout free shopping. So how this works?
Okay.
They're going to do this in just a few select kiosks in Scotiabank. There's a gate. To get in the store, you got to scan your credit or debit card. Scan
Already?
it.
Okay.
Yep. Scan it first. Gate opens. You go in. You take whatever you want off the shelves, and a camera system powered by artificial intelligence tracks what Cynthia's taking off the shelf, be it a sandwich or popcorn.
Oh, wow.
You then walk out. You don't need to see a cashier. You just walk right out without paying, and your card is charged.
Is this the way of the future,
It
Richard?
might be. Amazon already has 70 stores throughout the United States that offers this type of technology. It's the first time we're going to see it in Canada. In a good spot because, like we say, there's big lineups at Scotiabank, so it's going to be pretty neat. And, of course, it's one way to sort of mitigate any shoplifting that might be going on.
Exactly, because you have to scan before you walk in. Interesting. I'm very curious about this.
They say they're not going to track any, facial recognition. There's privacy concerns with this,
Of course.
but they say they're not going to track any sort of facial recognition,
well,
what have you.
I sense you have to go and check it out yourself first.
Oh, I'll have to go and buy a gigantic Scotiabank beer. Okay, I'll take one for the team, Sin.
There you go. I might come with you. All right. Well, speaking of substances, we see those legal cannabis stores on virtually every block, although we also see them going under.
Yep.
But now there's some doubt, Richard, about the potency of the products being sold there. What's going on?
So they have to, on the label, tell you the percentage of THC, which is the active drug in cannabis. And there was a lot of labs that recently looked at this, and they found in many cases the THC was overstated, overinflated. On average, 20%. There's a big piece in the Globe and Mail today about this. So the insinuation is that perhaps some cannabis producers are overinflating the amount to attract people to buy it. It's a problem because it's a trust issue in a sector that has already struggled mightily to get people to stop buying on the black market. That's kind of the problem. People are still buying on the black market
because they can get stronger stuff
and cheaper stuff without paying taxes for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I sense a lot more bankruptcies, and it's before it evens out. The government always said it, the market will adjust itself, but seems to be taking a while, and a lot of empty ones.
There'll be more belly ups to come.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay, now the Hollywood writers' strike.
Yep.
It appears to be over, but another group represented by the same union, they could be walking the picket line soon too.
These are video game workers, specifically the people, Cynthia, that do voiceovers and motion capture for video games. The video games now are so high tech, it's like a movie. The voiceovers are so good.
Right.
Real good actors doing this. They say they want more money. They're threatening to strike if new negotiations don't go their way. They have some leverage. The video game industry generated revenues of more than $180 billion last year, expected to top $200 billion next year, rivaling Hollywood. Just like the writers and the actors, they're looking for a bigger piece of the pie.
There's a big, they make a good argument
Yep.
about how a small number of people are making a whole lot of money. And you know, these people, they're not all rich. They're not all Brad Pitt salaries, too.
And they're worried about AI, too, because a lot of that is
course.
the voiceover being generated by AI as well.
AI could not reproduce you, Richard. There's no way.